Hey everyone, in today's video we are talking desert island staples. So we are going to be looking at 6 beauty categories all the way from makeup to skincare to fragrance, and I'm going to be sharing with you my one top pick from each category. Only one pick and no more. Believe me, it is much harder than what it sounds, but I would really love it if you would play along and you would let me know in the comments what your top picks will be for each of the categories. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, then please do keep on watching. The idea for this video came from a post on Reddit which asked the exact same question about desert island staples. I have tried to find that post again, but it has been deleted. So if it was you that posted that, the credit goes to you for coming up with the idea. So the premise is, you know you are going to be stranded on a desert island and there are 6 beauty categories. You are allowed to bring one product from each one of those categories. So we're starting with makeup, moving on to skincare, then body care, then hair care, fragrance, and then we're going to move on to the 6th one, which is tools or brushes. I can tell you, this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. I thought it was going to be really easy. It's genuinely not. So because it is so incredibly hard to pick just 6 products, I am going to give you a 7th product, so a bonus product. Choose your 6, they are your core, but if you had the choice to pick just one more that can come from any of those categories, then you are allowed to pick one more. So technically we have 7 that we're going to pick today. Now at the end of the video, I am going to tag some of my friends here on YouTube. I'm going to prioritize the beauty content creators that I know, but I'm going to tag a couple of extra people who I know might find it a little bit fun to do as well. So make sure that you go and tell those creators that I've tagged them. We're going to kick off with the most obvious category for me, and that's makeup. I do want to make it clear that you don't have to pick a specific brand, a specific type of, for example, mascara, concealer, foundation. You can just say, I would take a foundation. You don't actually have to say a specific one. I have tried to be as specific as I can, but it's really hard. So personally, if I was going to be stranded on a desert island, I would really struggle without makeup, okay? Makeup is not just about me trying to make myself look good. It's really my therapy. So if I was on a desert island and I couldn't sit down and partake in my routine every morning where I do my makeup and have that time to myself, I would really struggle. I don't think I would last very long. But if I had to choose one single makeup product, I think I would have to choose concealer. So there are obviously a lot of makeup products that I absolutely adore. If I have to run out the door in 5 seconds and I can only put one product on my face, it's going to be my concealer. Having said that, I'm really overlooking my eyebrows here. My eyebrows are completely fake. I have to fake my eyebrow hairs, but I think I am more self-conscious probably about my under eyes, and I think concealer is just much more versatile than a brow product. So I can use a concealer under my eyes, I can use it all over my face. It can do a lot of things. So for me, it would definitely be concealer, and it would have to be a hydrating one. I would not choose to take with me a full coverage concealer, but I do have a specific concealer that I would bring with me, and it's the Laura Mercier. I've spoken about this several times. This is the Real Flawless Weightless Concealer. For me, this concealer is just the most flattering concealer I've ever used. I have really dry, obviously maturing under eyes, and this is just very skincare like. It feels like it's soothing my under eyes and nourishing my under eyes and hydrating them, and that's what I want, especially if I'm on a desert island. I'm going to need some hydration. I feel like I could use this all over my face without a problem. It's just my top concealer. Now, it's not ever going to conceal all of my darkness. It's not full coverage. However, it's the one that is the most kind to me. It's my most reliable in the fact that it will never make me look cakey. And I think out of all of the concealers that I have, it is one of the most versatile. So yes, I would go with my Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Concealer. The next 2 categories are skincare and body care, and they kind of amalgamate for me. So I'm going to talk about them together. With skincare and with body care, for me, one of the things that I've learned is that you really need to protect your skin. For body care, I would choose an SPF. and SPF is really important to me on a daily basis. So living in Ireland where we don't get much sun, I still wear SPF every day. Now, when I say I wear SPF every day, I wear it from here to here. In the summer, I will use an SPF all over. And I feel like some SPFs are very hydrating and very nourishing and very caring. For me, there's no point in having a really beautiful and luxurious body cream if you are damaging your body with sun exposure. So that just doesn't make sense to me. So for me, it's a no-brainer. It's sunscreen. As for which specific sunscreen I would take, honestly, for the body, anything by La Roche-Posay. I don't have any body SPFs with me at the moment. They've all been used up and they are done with, and I will repurchase when we get through to the summer again. But I'll pop some up on the screen. These are amazing SPFs because they act as a moisturizer and an SPF at the same time. And I really just cannot fault that brand. Everything I've tried from the brand, I absolutely love. So yes, an SPF for the body, for my body care option is a no-brainer. So this moves me on to skincare, and this was a really, really challenging category for me because I'm so into my skincare. It's so important to me. But when I really thought about it and I thought about what was important, so looking through all of my serums and my toners and my moisturizers and everything that I have, I wouldn't be able to use any of my skincare without a moisturizer. So moisturizer is always going to be my primary choice for skincare. So I genuinely have a drawer full of moisturizers from all different kinds of price points, and I would happily, to be honest, pick any of them. I've spoken about this before. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration face cream, and this is really nice. It's fragrance free and I really enjoy it. I've actually really enjoyed using it in the evening time. And this is another one that I've really enjoyed. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. That is pretty much gone now. I really enjoy that as well. It's a nice moisturizer, but there's only one moisturizer that ever wows me on a daily basis. And I know that people are probably going to roll their eyes when I show them my choice, but it's this. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I just can't find a moisturizer that is as good as this one. So I always talk about the fact that it's a 3-in-1. So it works as a moisturizer, a primer, and an SPF. And honestly, I guess some of you might think that I'm wasting this choice because it has an SPF in and I'm already choosing a body SPF. And I honestly wish that you could get this magic cream without the SPF. But I've been through all of my moisturizers and I don't think there's one that I would ever pick over this. It gives me the healthiest, hydrated, plump looking skin every single day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't use this cream. So it just doesn't make sense for me to choose another moisturizer, no matter how many I have and how many I love. Nothing comes close to my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And I know that there are going to be people watching this and thinking, it's not even great and it's so expensive. And it is. Don't you think I wish I hated this? I really do. I just don't. I love it. I adore it so much. And I really could not go to a desert island without my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It has to come with me. So we've done makeup, we've done skincare, we've done body care. So now we are moving on to hair care. My hair is the bane of my life. You never really see most of my hair on camera, but I have a lot of hair, okay? So I'd say it's medium to thick. I just have a lot of it, and I have very frizzy hair. But the key for me and my out of control hair is keeping it hydrated, keeping it protected, trying to keep it as healthy as possible. I did consider picking a shampoo or a conditioner here, but I decided against it, so I don't know how I'm going to wash my hair on the island. But I've decided to pick a serum, a leave-in serum that I absolutely adore. This is the L'Oreal Professional Metal Detox. It is a professional concentrated oil. So I buy this from my salon, and I want to say it cost me around 23 euros. You get 50 ml, but this lasts forever. I mean, I can't even remember when I got this. I use this every single wash. So I put a pump in when my hair is wet, and then I put a little bit in afterwards. It's an amazing detangler. Because my hair is so thick and frizzy, and because I've got so much of it, my hair tends to get really, really knotty after I've washed it. So this just makes life a whole lot easier from the get-go. After every wash, excess metal penetrates inside the hair, and metal particles create a risk of breakage. and colour shift. As it says in the name, this is a product that is going to help remove those metals from your hair, but it's also going to help with anti-breakage. It's going to help to hydrate and nourish the hair. It also is a heat protectant, which is so incredibly important, whether you are using artificial heat or heat from the sun on a desert island. It smooths the hair. It's ideal for hair that is color treated like mine. There's just nothing negative I can say about this. And it's not like a traditional oil that you might be used to using on your hair. So for example, the Moroccan oil, which I truly adore. And the only reason that I picked this over the Moroccan oil is because this is a multifunctional product, so it will tick so many more boxes, anti-breakage, heat protectant, nourishing and hydrating, whereas the Moroccan oil is a little bit more restricted on the benefits that you get from it. It's a really brilliant product, especially for drier, dehydrated hair like mine, and it smells absolutely incredible. We're moving on to fragrance now, and I am not for one single second going to pretend that I know anything about fragrances. All right, so people will watch creators talk about all the notes of fragrances, and I genuinely don't have a clue. I don't overanalyze what a fragrance smells like, but what I do know is I like fragrances. I have to wear fragrance every single day. If I walk out the door and I don't have fragrance on, it will ruin my whole day. I mean, I may as well go out with no clothes on. Okay, that's how important fragrance is to me. Having said that, I don't have piles of fragrances. I will like a handful of fragrances and I will move between those. So I am very minimalistic when it comes to fragrance. I did not have to overthink this category because there's only one fragrance that I would choose to bring with me, and it's this one. This is an Ormonde Jayne fragrance and it's called Byzance, or Byzance, however you would like to pronounce that. So I'll tell you how I came upon this fragrance and this brand. We used to live in Canada, but we also used to live in the Middle East. So we used to live in Qatar for a good few years. If you were to ask me one thing that reminds you of being over there, it was the fragrance. Everybody in Qatar smelled incredible. We had tried so hard to find the same kind of oud smells that we smelled out there, and we were just never successful until we took a trip to the UK and we had a little mooch around Selfridges and we came to the Ormonde Jayne counter. Now, if you want the perfect oud, go to Ormonde Jayne. Ormonde Jayne is a perfect blend of East meets West. So there's many of her fragrances that contain oud. This one is not one of them. When I first smelled this at the counter, I was literally mesmerized, and I didn't buy it there and then. We left, we came back to Ireland, but I just could not get this fragrance out of my mind. It was like I was obsessed, and it's not cheap. Okay, so it costs, I want to say about £195, and you get 88 mil, which I know you're thinking 88 mil, why is that? So 88 mil is very significant for Ormonde Jayne. So for Ormonde Jayne, the number 8 symbolizes prosperity and eternity. So the majority of her bottles are 88 mil. So for me, that was just a sign of good luck. So I wasn't too bothered, although I would like a little bit extra. But let me just tell you a little bit about this. So first of all, we're just going to have a little spray. Oh gosh, no matter how many times I wear this, nothing comes close to this fragrance. For all you fragrance buffs out there, I'll tell you about this fragrance. So it's a gourmand amberesque fragrance. It is evocative, it's deep and harmonious. So the top head notes are blackcurrant buds, milky accord and pink berries. The hearty notes are white wood, cashmeran and iris butter. And the base notes are moss, suede, Madagascar vanilla and balsamic accord. So that's how it officially smells. But for me, who is someone who knows nothing about fragrance, I'm going to explain to you what this smells like. The best way that I can describe this is a woody but fruity, subtly sweet, peppery fragrance. Although it is fruity and fresh, you can smell the vanilla, so it does smell quite musky, but it just oozes sophistication, and it's never ever overpowering. So no matter how much I put on of this, it never feels overpowering or suffocating. And sometimes I get that with some fragrances, because there are other fragrances that I really do like, but with one spray, they can be quite overpowering, whereas I don't think this ever gets like that. And it's a fragrance that you can genuinely wear 365 days a year. So you can wear it in the depths of winter, but you can wear it in the height of summer, and it will always have a place. It will always fit in. It is such an incredibly fresh fragrance. And I will tell you this for a fact. Every time I wear this, every single time, I will get complimented. So whether it be people in my family and friendship group, they will tell me how amazing I smell, but strangers will also stop and tell me that I smell amazing too. Genuinely, it's my most complimented fragrance that I've ever worn in my 42 years on this earth. And I love that. I don't think there's a greater compliment than getting told that you smell great. I love it. I'm here for that. But I don't wear it every single day. As you can see, I save it. So you don't need much of it, but I save it for when I'm going somewhere kind of nice, you know, not on the school run. It is the fragrance that I will always reach for. Nothing, I don't think, could knock this off the top spot. It's coming with me. We're on to the last category now. What tool are you bringing to a desert island? What can you not live without? Although I'm kind of high maintenance when it comes to makeup and things like that, when it comes to tools and things that I need, apart from makeup and skincare, I'm pretty easygoing. There's nothing really that I need. So I did think, do I need eyelash curlers? No. I thought about a razor. Okay, a razor is very important to me, but I thought if I knew I was going to a desert island, I was going to be stranded there, I would just go and get a load of laser treatments so that I didn't have to bring a razor with me. I did think about tweezers, but if I'm getting laser, I don't need tweezers. I don't need makeup brushes because I only have concealer and I can put that on with my fingers. So there's only one tool that I need, and that's a hairbrush, and it's a Tangle Teezer. Because it's the only thing that will detangle this mop of mine. I don't think I could live without a hairbrush. Like, that would be a disaster for me, especially with this head of hair that I have that is so out of control. Boring choice reflects my boring personality. I am so interested to hear what your choice would be in the tool category, because I think we're all going to be really different when it comes to this. Last but not least, we have our bonus category. So if you had the choice to bring one extra item, and it can be anything from any of these categories, what would it be? So I really did think long and hard about this, and I think for me, it would genuinely have to be a lipstick. I think a lipstick can just improve your mood so much, and I think they are multifunctional, so you can use a lipstick as a blush if you needed to. I feel like if I am choosing a lipstick, it has to be hydrating. Although I love the MAC Super Lustrous line, which is my favorite line. Oh my gosh. I love Armani lipsticks. They are some of my absolute favorites in the whole world. But if I had to choose one, it would actually be these. So these are the Dior Addict Hydrating Shine Refillable Lipsticks. These are just the most hydrating, glossy, comfortable, non-sticky, flattering lip products. They're really beautiful. I mean, this is my favorite shade, and you don't have to be careful when you're applying it. That shade I have on is Atelier, which is my go-to shade, and I obviously need to buy a refill soon. Just leaves your lips super glossy, loads of pigment in them, and it's great, first of all, that they're refillable. I can't pick a fault with these lip products, and if you like glossy lips, which I do, but I don't like sticky, so that's why I never reach for a gloss. These just give me everything and more that I need. So yes, they are more on the pricey side, but they're going to last for ages, and they're going to give you the comfort that you need in hot, sticky weather, which I'm assuming it's going to be hot and sticky on an island, right? So yes, the Dior Hydrating Shine lipsticks, they're everything and more, and it's most definitely my bonus product choice. I'm going to tag some people now that I'm going to pass on this challenge to. But before I do, the challenge first goes to you. Please do let me know what your choices would be for each of the categories. You don't need to explain in full why, but if you want to, I would absolutely love to read all of your explanations and all of your reasons. So please feel free to fill up the comments with all of your choices. But if you find it too hard, then just pick a few products and let me know. Yes, I'm so excited to read the comments for this video. So excited. All of these creators are going to be tagged in the description box below. So the first content creator that I'm going to tag is going to be Clara. She has a channel called Beauty is Ageless, and she is the most loveliest of people. So go check her out. Go and tell her that I've tagged her, because I want to know what her top picks are, because she has incredible taste in makeup and beauty. My second tag is going to be Mona. Her channel is called About Face with Mona Baggett, and she has a wealth of knowledge on beauty products, especially for the mature woman, and she really does influence me to purchase a lot of products. So make sure you go ahead and tell her that I've tagged her. My third choice is going to be Jan Van. She is such a delight. I'm pretty sure I know what she will choose for the makeup category. I can predict that already, but I wouldn't have a clue what she would choose for the others. So go ahead, go and tell amazing Jan that I've tagged her, and I want to know what her 6 choices are. My next tag is going to be Stephanie at the Style Stumbler. She has the most incredible channel. I could literally sit and listen to her all day, and she is a great content creator to watch if you want to learn about makeup, but you also want to reduce the amount that you are consuming. She has a lot of no buy content on there, so go check her out, but also go tell her that I've tagged her, and we want to know what her 6 choices are. My next tag is going to be the beautiful Sharon at the Heart Mumbler. Now, she does not create specific beauty content, but she has covered it on her channel. Now, if you are interested in luxury designer handbags, you need to go and check out her channel. She's so incredible, but she's so humble. She's so beautiful in every single way, and I guarantee you will absolutely adore her content. So Sharon, I want to know what your top picks are, so make sure you go and tell Sharon. But I just wanted to do 2 sneaky extra tags, and these are for content creators that I think are absolutely phenomenal. And the first one is Sarah from The Pretty Intellectual. Sarah not only has a YouTube channel, but she has a blog as well that you really need to go and check out. She really does give you a lot of food for thought. She makes you think about things that you really need to be thinking about, and she's absolutely beautiful to boot. I keep telling her that I need her secrets, so maybe this is a way of getting them out of her. So go and tell her that she's been tagged. And my last one is another content creator who actually creates ASMR content, and it's Annie over at Angelissima ASMR. I love her channel so much. Now, I know her channel isn't beauty related, and I know that she's not completely focusing on her channel right now, but maybe when she does, she might want to include something like this. So we'll tag her anyway. So they are my 2 bonus tags. So I'm really excited to hear all of your comments and all of your feedback. And once again, I just wanted to say thank you to the original creator of that post on Reddit, wherever you went, wherever your post went, because it's definitely been deleted. Thank you for that inspiration. It's such a good way of whittling down all of the things that we have and kind of thinking about what could we not live without. It is a manageable task, and maybe it will put things into perspective and make us realize that we don't need all of this stuff that we keep buying. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I so appreciate you being here with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next one. But until then, take care and bye for now.